Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Crypto Insider channel. I am the Crypto Insider recording from Austin, Texas. We have another cryptocurrency video for you today. It's probably going to be a shorter one than we're used to. I always think that, and then I'm, at 15 minutes on a video. um, but I wanted to talk about it. Just looks in the past hour, the crypto markets are roaring back to life a little bit. So it's going to be interesting to watch throughout the day, where we have very good numbers on the liquidity index bot. So that's looking very good today. I got tagged in a tweet that we're opening an Argentine corridor or something like that. I'll have to look into that a little more. I apologize, XRP hodler. I didn't really get the chance to dig into it much. At the Crypto Insider channel, we do not sell placemats, coffee mugs, t-shirts, or really anything. What we do is donate for each new subscriber to the channel, and that's what you're seeing on the screen before you, Happy XRP, just like the tweet that we were mentioned in. We donate some XRP, not a ton, but some for each new subscriber to the channel. We donate to the At Good Souls group, and they take that donation and break it down amongst 9 worthy charities. Home building charities, Clean Water Project, Tree Planting, Company of Dogs, all that fun stuff. St. Jude's in there. It helps them get their mission accomplished, and it helps us get subscribers. So you can give to charity simply by clicking the subscribe button. It's 2 birds, 1 stone sort of thing. Win-win for everyone. Win-win-win if you like the content of the channel. It's a triple win. How often are you in a situation that's a win-win-win? Okay, enough stumping for subscribers. We're going to get on to the prices. That's what everyone likes to see, and it looks like just in the last hour, a lot of this stuff turned green. Bitcoin up 3.62%. We were down at like 9,900, and it's added on about $300. XRP moving up 2%, up 1.1% over the past 24 hours, 20.276. We're still struggling with the 28 cent and the 29 cent mark is a really big level. To get past that 29 cent mark would be a huge indicator for a lot of the technical analysts that are producing these articles and the technical analysis that we sometimes reference. Let's see who the big winners were. BSV is good. EOS is good. I have to hit a technical button here. Just bear with me a second. There we go. Let's see. 5.64% Tezos killing it. Tezos has been such a solid performer over the last few months. Just amazing returns. I hope you guys had the chance to get in on some of it. But interestingly, Stellar up 2% in the past day. Chainlink 8.93. Chainlink's been another performer. Both of these I like because they sort of hedge against XRP when it goes down and help keep your position a little more even than just a solid falling wedge when XRP decides that it's going to go down there. Bitcoin dominance 64.46%, so we're still in that 64-65% range. I think as we get down there, some of these graphs that you see on the weekly are going to start to diverge from Bitcoin even more, and XRP looks nothing like XRP, or like Bitcoin rather. So it already has diverged over the week quite a bit, and that's good. Even if it's down a little bit, I would rather it be down than be an exact match of Bitcoin, because at some point we diverge, we decouple from Bitcoin. This is the theory, and when that happens, and when enough of these altcoins decouple, then we can kick off our alt season, and coins then get judged more on their use cases and utility rather than just, okay, Bitcoin went up, so this has gone up, or Bitcoin went down, so your coin's gone down. And that's what we saw largely over the last year. Now, I know I wasn't making videos over the last year, but I was still very much in the market and paying attention to what was going on. Uh, I didn't start making videos until it got very interesting to me, until we hit that sub 30 cent level, probably sub 20 cent level, and I said, you know what, I'm going to FOMO in because the prices are so low, we may not see them again if this coin starts to go up. All right, so Coinalize, we'll look at XRP a little more in depth over the last hour. We're up 2%. We're at 0.278. If we can maintain the upward trend on price, we're overbought on every single oscillator for the past 15 minutes, which is great. Up 31% for the month, 9% for 7 days, and 1.5% on 24 hours. Like I said, 2% on the hour. So all the numbers are green. Things are looking very good today. If we can maintain this, I think we'll easily reclaim that 28-cent mark. I don't think that 28-cent mark is a psychological barrier anymore since we so solidly broke it for so long. 29 cent is going to be the next biggest point of contention. And once 29, probably 30, because it's a round number and people are weird after that. So we're going to keep watching the price and see if we can break some of these resistance levels and turn those into supports. That'll be the key indicator of the trend reversal. It's likely we could reverse. One thing I'm worried about in context with all this green action is, why is it occurring? Is it just because everybody's frightened of the coronavirus and we're looking for safe asset classes to store value? If that's the case, when the vaccine comes out or when people realize that it's not going to murder everyone on the planet, yeah, it's nasty and it is killing people, but the flu is nasty and the flu kills people as well. So I don't know that. I don't think that coronavirus is going to be the big end of the world apocalyptic scenario that causes everybody to flee into these very fungible, more traditionally safe assets or digital gold or Bitcoin or anything like that. So when at some point the coverage is probably going to lessen on the coronavirus, just like it did with SARS and the bird flu and the swine, all those. So, and Ebola. So once the sort of news stories start to cool off, if that's the only thing driving the price right now, the prices are also going to cool off at that point, unless there's some other big major event like Iran starts acting up again. This article I wanted to cover from Forbes because the headline grabbed my attention. Avoid XRP, says Multicoin, Bitcoin's big rally. And then you read this article, and it says Bitcoin continued its steady climb this week, reaching new 2020 highs as the price nudged past $9,700 on Thursday and held relatively steady on Friday. Analysts cited developments like the Bitcoin halving, which is scheduled to take place in May, as well as Lightning Labs' recent success in raising $10 million to build out its payments network, as possible drivers of renewed investor optimism. And I'm guessing the halving has more to do with that. I just don't like this Lightning idea of making digital correspondent accounts, basically, is what they're doing, tying up so much in resources to do the same thing that traditional banking is doing. I don't see Lightning Labs, based off of my research, I don't see Lightning as being a true solid competitor to XRP in any way. Even with Lightning, your efficiency gain on the Bitcoin blockchain is maybe 65%. So instead of an hour, a possible transfer is taking 12 to 15 minutes. Oh, okay. And now we've got XRP at what? 8 seconds, 5 to 10 seconds, whatever it is. Uh, Still a long way to go for Lightning Labs, in my opinion, to compete with something like XRP or even Stellar. It's just, and it's fraught with errors. The error rate can be as high as 30% sometimes on the Lightning, on the Lightning protocol or whatever they've developed. At least I've read that somewhere, and I'm assuming it to be true because I think it came from the University of Budapest, a study they did, if I remember correctly. I'm a nerd, so I read things like that. Uh, and the University of Budapest is not comprised of XRP fanboys. I mean, they did a serious look at it. All right, there I am going off on a tangent. That's why my videos get to 15 minutes. The major rally has been accompanied by even bigger gains in altcoins. Among the top 10 biggest currencies by value, Bitcoin SV, an offshoot of Bitcoin Cash, has recorded a big rise. Bitcoin Cash is up. Their big multi-coins big bets pay off, and then it goes into some. By shorting some digital currencies like XRP and Zcash and embracing active management, they've outperformed the market by a significant margin over the past 2 years. In a market where disclosures are optional and hype and momentum plays an outsized role in pricing, the pair uses a combination of data analysis and crowd-sourced research to inform trades. Above all, Samani and Jane have thrived because they question every tidbit of information they receive. Says Jane, the crypto markets are the least efficient markets I've ever seen in my life. That means active management has an opportunity to shine. Well, I've read this whole article. I'm not going to read it all to you in your ear, but I don't understand. Other than it doesn't even really mention XRP except to say that they shorted some positions that they had. So I don't see where the headline matches the article of avoiding XRP. And if you had avoided buying XRP a month ago or 30 days ago, you would have also avoided a 31% gain. Granted, if you bought at the top of the market, or after the rise in the beginning of 2018, yeah, you probably were in a negative position, but you have had plenty of opportunities to dollar cost average your break even point down to a low enough place that you're probably okay by now, or you could be okay. Everybody's financial situation is different, and maybe somebody mortgaged their house at $3 or something like that and bought in, and I'm sorry for you if you did that, but you should not have done that. In my opinion. Now, I'm not a registered investment advisor, financial planner, tax accountant, broker. I don't sell any investment products. This is an opinion channel where I give my opinion on the markets at large and mostly XRP. So don't take my word as the gospel. There are a lot of people in the YouTube space doing these sorts of channels, all with different opinions and different takes. I'm just one of many. I am XRP. I am an XRP fanboy. I think it's a great technology. I think it has a sorely needed use case, and hopefully the utility, which we see taking off, will continue to rise. If that happens, as well as custodying XRP for an investment purpose by financial institutions, as well as things like FOMO, I do believe that we can surpass the all-time high. Now, the big question is when, Lambo, of course, but I don't know the answer to that, folks. And if I did, it would make things a whole lot easier. I could say, I'm going to buy all this XRP at 3:22 p.m. on such and such date. Uh, but that's not reality, and nobody has a crystal ball. Beware. Another opinion I have is beware of anybody telling you exactly when the price is going up on what day, because they have some inside information or a crystal ball, or they solved a riddle. Any of that is garbage, and avoid it. I'm telling you right now. They don't know anything. Brad Garlinghouse, I don't care if it comes from Brad Garlinghouse. If he tells you XRP is going to hit $20 on July 5th, 2020, view it with a lot of skepticism. He doesn't know. David Schwartz doesn't know. None of these people know, and rightly so. They don't make these predictions. You don't see these people making predictions. It's always somebody on the fringes of Twitter that says, I know this because this, and I saw this picture with this object in it, and that means that this is tied to the Illuminati and the werewolves and the aliens are real, and I know this now, and this is what the price is going to. Don't do that to yourself. Don't even consider that stuff. In my opinion, I don't consider it, not for a second. And I don't think you should either. All right, that's my rant for the day. I'm going to pop up some more videos for you to continue your crypto insider journey. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If so, go ahead and give us a like. Remember, subscribing gets some money to charity on your behalf. And leave us a comment if you have any questions or you want to illuminate us about werewolves or aliens or why you know what the price will be because you saw a blue brick or you solved the number riddle or, any of that. Go ahead and post it, and I'll look at it, and maybe we'll get a check. Well, maybe we should do a thing where we make the most outlandish scenario of XRP hitting $45 million a piece because of and then insert your own crazy cryptic conspiracy theory or scenario, and then we'll post that around. We'll post that around and see how many buy-ins we can get onto, and I guarantee you we would get one or two. We're not going to do it because we don't want any hype or FUD out there, but I guarantee you we could if we wanted to. All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Enjoy the videos, and thanks for listening.